we need to talk about the Metropolitan Division. That crazy division. We kind of need to talk about the Carolina Hurricanes and how good their last game was with a 6-2 win. But in order to do that properly, we are also going to need to talk about what the hell is going on with these guys. I don't know if you remember, but the Pittsburgh Penguins have 5 Stanley Cups. That's 4 more than Carolina do. That's 4 more than the Tampa Bay Lightning do. Pittsburgh have a lot of history. And yet they seem to be making history in the wrong sort of way of late. Imagine getting yourself, Pittsburgh, to the top of the Metropolitan. That is no mean feat. They did it. They had to graft, they had so many injuries, it looked impossible, but they did it, and they were top. And what have they done since then? Lost 4-0 to Toronto. Ooh, okay, well, that happens. Lost 5-2 at home to Buffalo. That shouldn't happen. Lost 5-3 to Washington. Okay, that's not good. But, you know, a lot of teams lose to Washington. Hey, it's a tough game. These things happen. Let's go on a road trip. Maybe that'll help. I lost to the Los Angeles Kings. Lost to the Anaheim Ducks. Lost... I'm running out of fingers. Lost 5-0 to the San Jose Sharks. To make it 6 losses in a row. And we're not done. We're not done yet. Oh no, we're not done. We're not done. There's 4 more to go. You ready? 7th game of the last 10. Games over, they do beat the Ottawa Senators 7-3 back in Pittsburgh. Oh, it's almost like that 6-game losing streak never happened. Isn't that better? And then, 8th game. Beat Buffalo, 5-2, revenge. Wonderful, fantastic. They're back on track. Going into game 9 against the Washington Capitals at home and... 5-2 to Washington. And that scoreline kind of flattered Pittsburgh because Washington kicked them up and down the ice and bullied them and pestered them and would not leave them be and managed to win 5-2 even though Alexander Ovechkin, the Great Eight, didn't have a shot. He didn't do anything and he didn't need to do anything. That is a very rare thing for Washington to not even need Alexander Ovechkin to do anything. They could still win easily. So going into Game 10, it's against the Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina Hurricanes have been a bit up and down. They're behind Pittsburgh in the standings. They're not in... Well, they're barely in a wildcard spot. Barely. Needed a kind of controversial call by the NHL to be like, yep, that's not a high stick, that's fine, that's an overtime winner. Sorry, New York Islanders, maybe next year. And Pittsburgh, if you're Pittsburgh, you should be, ooh, that's a mean penguin, that's an angry penguin. Ooh, we are going to lay out some punishment to the next team that comes in here after Washington humiliate us in our own barn. We are going to destroy you. We are going to be 1-0 up, okay. And, okay, that's pretty good. Let's keep it going. No, 1-1. Okay, well, that's okay. 2-1. Okay, yeah, that's better. 2-2. Oh, that's, well, I mean 3-2 Carolina. 4-2 Carolina. 5-2 Carolina. 6-2 Carolina. What is wrong with you? That's your response? That's your response to losing to Washington at home? I was expecting fury. I was expecting poor Carolina to get a walloping. And Carolina lay out the walloping. Morgan Geekie. You heard of him? You have now. NHL debut, 2 goals, 3 points. What a night. What a night for Morgan Geekie. Morgan Geekie showed more heart and determination in his first NHL game, where he would have had every right to be terrified, against the side that still has Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, Patrick Hornqvist, all that. And the record for the Pittsburgh Penguins of the last 10 games, as a result, is 2-8-0. And that's not a great 8. That's a very bad 8. And the Pittsburgh Penguins are now going into their next game against the New Jersey Devils, and they'd better win. Because, let me tell you now, first place is slipping away. Second place in the Metropolitan is slipping away, and to the Philadelphia Flyers of all teams, which means that at the moment the best case scenario for the Pittsburgh Penguins is finishing third. That's what happened last year. They got swept in the first round. This would send Pittsburgh into meltdown. This team, with 5 Stanley Cups, misses the playoffs. It can happen. It genuinely could happen. There is a scenario. There are still quite a few teams below Pittsburgh who fancy catching these guys. You've got Carolina, you've got Columbus, you've got the New York Islanders, you've got the New York Rangers. Any one of those 4, mathematically, can overtake Pittsburgh. And only 3 would need to do it, and that would be Pittsburgh gone. From 3rd to the Metro to 4th to 5th to 6th, gone. Can't make the playoffs. You can only have 5 teams from each division. So, Mr. Malkin, what's it going to be? And for Carolina, who now have Peter Mrazek back, are you going to take this opportunity to finish 3rd in the Metro? Or is this still going to be a little bit of a false dawn? Is it still going to be up and down? Now, the Penguins have got to kick on, or the Canes are going to kick on. For me, it won't be both. Someone's going to sink. Someone's going to swim. It's a good thing Penguins can swim, because they sure as heck can't fly.